throughout the organization because of the belief our leaders had in us. When an SVP introduced us to a business contact, there was a transference of trust. Confidence compounded with each new introduction and made business enjoyable. Our leaders would allow us to solve both big and small problems. It was okay if potential solutions failed. That was the way we would learn, both about the issue and the way we were approaching our solution. We rose to the challenge and figured out a solution together. Ideas were never stifled because new ideas were the growth engine of the business. Solving the puzzle of how to create value for our customers was the reward. Our satisfaction came from the mental challenge of cracking the code. The cooperative approach took competitiveness out of the mix. We enlisted the help of our peers and competed against the goals we set for ourselves. We were all successful because we shared a sense of purpose. We didn't need a financial incentive, although it was nice. Tim, an associate merchant at a clothing retailer, had a similar experience. I have worked on great teams in the past. It reminded me of playing on great sports teams in my youth. We all trusted each other and looked out for each other. We picked each other up when we made mistakes or needed help. We all worked for the same common goal and kept it in mind at all times. We had each other's backs and always came to a stout resolution. Fighting and bickering was minimal, and there was no politicking or nonsense. I was happy writing about my old company. It brought back memories of fun times and some of the best leadership lessons of my life. When you work within a company like this, count your lucky stars. You are one of the fortunate who feels supported and appreciated. In turn, you can take that positive energy to encourage others to be their best too. Great cultures do exist because of people like you. The lessons in this book will propel you and your team to even greater success. If you don't work in a functional company like this, you will want to keep listening as well. I recognize your invisible scars from banging your head up against that corporate brick wall. We are bonded because of our common battles against the status quo. I know a new way to survive and thrive in a dysfunctional culture that is less stressful and gets results. Follow me. Workplace stress has very high costs. Today, companies are wildly profitable, but employees work harder than ever. Workplace stress is responsible for up to $190 billion in annual U.S. healthcare costs. Employees work with formidable bosses, stressed-out coworkers, and job insecurity daily. Would you believe that workplace depression and PTSD are actual diagnoses from work-related stress? What's worse is that workplace stressors don't necessarily have to impact an employee directly. The toll of witnessing others being bullied or watching the leaders of an organization bend the rules results in the same sick feelings amongst employees. Second-hand stress. Dysfunction also affects another critical aspect of a company, the quality of its products and services. In a 2015 study published in the Journal of Pediatrics, 24 teams of doctors and nurses specializing in neonatal intensive care at 4 hospitals in Israel participated in a simulation that involved a preterm infant, a mannequin, suffering from a medical complication. The teams were randomly assigned to receive rude treatment. An expert from the U.S. made disparaging remarks, suggesting that they wouldn't last a week in his department, or neutral treatment. The results were scary, says Dr. Arent. The teams exposed to rudeness gave the wrong diagnosis, didn't resuscitate or ventilate appropriately, didn't communicate well, gave the wrong medications, and made other serious mistakes. We all need to feel safe and useful to our teams at work. But when members of that team put us down or ignore us or others, our thoughts turn from the work at hand to the actions of the person.